In my Silent Hill video, I mentioned projecting fear and how audience interpretation is a better served horror than scary faces are. I did however not discuss the psychology of darkness, and I didn't simply because it doesn't apply to Silent Hill 1 because of the radio. If you've ever been walking in your house at night, you might have felt a feeling of unease, even though you know the environment pretty well. Ever wonder why that is? Why darkness elicits fear? Well, some say it's an evolutionary tactic to prevent us from going out at nights when predators are about, but that's nonsense. Darkness scares us because of conditioning, because the mind is trained to lose itself in imagination whenever it's presented to prolonged periods of darkness. This conditioning is called sleeping. When you're awake and in the dark, the brain starts to do what it knows and starts to create the dream-like feeling. Since you're awake, this feeling is uncanny and thus makes you uneasy, and that feeling of unease affects the brain's imagination, and suddenly this becomes this. And a simple walk to the bathroom becomes a stage for the tension cycle. Because the brain knows how the tension cycle works, it can force it upon itself when it's uneasy. The reason walking in the darkness is always scariest just before you're back in your room is because the brain knows that's the height of the tension cycle, the moment it expects to have it broken by a sharp sting or a quote-unquote jump scare. It's the moment the brain expects a quick release. There you have it, a brief summary on the psychology of darkness.